Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone, to the Keanu Esports Twitch channel. My name is GlitchJH. I'm joined by Chunk, and we're very, very sorry for the delay and for your opening contest, not for the night and for the season as well for NACE Starleague, but just the other teams running into some issues right now. It is not on the side of Keanu Esports. I guarantee you that. But when they get it situated, we'll get you right on in. But let's go ahead and let's get you guys introduced to us. Chunk, how you doing today, man?
I am doing great. I'm a little tired, but I am waking
Hmm.
right up knowing we've got some good Overwatch action coming up next. This is the NACE Star League season opener for Keanu Esports. So this is
Yes.
going to be a big game for a lot of these players. For some of them, I'm assuming this will be the start of their collegiate esports careers. Very exciting. I'm a bit older. I'm 26. I feel like I just missed the cut with collegiate esports. I feel like if I had been in there a few years earlier, I could have maybe played a little bit myself.
Yeah, right. And what you said that you just missed the cut, I think I got out at a good time. I like to consider myself retired from esports. I love casting right now. I love observing and talking over what's going on rather than actually doing it. One is easier than the other if you catch my drift. But I
Absolutely.
believe that if this game were to go on, I hope it does. I truly do. That we'll see some great action between these two teams, between Keanu Esports and Columbus and Colorado School of Mines. I'm sorry. And just looking at the current average rank of Keanu Esports with the total average rank of Grandmasters 4, I think we would see a good game coming into this chunk.
Yeah, the ranked ladder pool, isn't maybe as deep and talented as it was way back when in Overwatch 1, but there are still some excellent players that play this game, and the ladder
Yes.
has gotten very competitive, especially this season. With a lot of
Yes.
the new changes to the game, a lot of the new redesign, some of the elements with the leveling up the different heroes and that sort of thing. So people are definitely excited about Overwatch 2, and hitting Grandmaster 4 is no small accomplishment.
Right. And I speaking as someone who has never been able to hit Grandmaster, but has the understanding to make it to that level. I applaud all of these players. I won't do it physically, but I applaud them for making it to that next level, uh, for this upcoming season. And that's just a feat in its own. And that
Yeah, see, Glitch, I find myself as a very washed up Overwatch 1 player. I sniffed Grandmaster once on
Hmm.
Overwatch 1. That's about the best I did. I did used to
Hmm.
scrim a lot on that game though, with a lot
Hmm.
of Grandmaster players, and it was just my favorite esport to play. I spent a very long time playing Apex Legends at a professional and competitive level, but it was always Overwatch, I thought, that was going to really break the bank when it came to esports and really bring them to a more general audience. We'll see if that's still the case with Overwatch too.
I believe it. I believe it will be. I do think that Overwatch 2 has made some mistakes during the release. Please do not look at the Steam reviews right now. I'm sure that the reviews are just skyrocketing as I'm talking right at this very moment. But overall, right at this very moment in season 6, I think Overwatch 2 has made a lot of stride and made a lot of improvements. I genuinely think that here.
It's not the worst state I've ever seen the game in, I'll
No,
put it that way.
no,
And speaking of the game, obviously we are waiting for Colorado Mining Esports, or for Colorado School of Mines Esports,
yes.
excuse me, to join us. CSM is playing from their, I believe, land facility, and they're having a little trouble connecting to their networks over there and getting into the game, all that kind of stuff. So we're hoping this doesn't end in a forfeit, and that would be a tough 15-minute stream right there. But I would be very happy to see some good Overwatch tonight. What would you expect to see, you think, Glitch, from these teams? What kind of heroes are you kind of expecting to see them play?
So far from what I've heard and from what I've seen, we're in a poke composition right now where the meta is to poke someone down from far and then get into them as soon as their health is low enough. Something
Mhm.
fast, Tracer, Genji, Hammond, Wrecking Ball. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Winston. People who can get in and then get out fast, or just reliably get sustained enough to finish off a kill, to get a pick in the middle of the fight. I'm expecting tanks who can deal out tons of damage. So people, tanks like Zarya and Doomfist, maybe an option, maybe to a very very small extent, Doomfist.
Mhm.
Don't what I don't expect is Roadhog. I don't think Roadhog will be able to see much play for the next upcoming future. If I'm fully honest.
Yeah, if Doomfist is a bit of an off-meta pick, then Roadhog, you've gone off the meta and then jumped off a cliff, and now you're playing Roadhog. I
Right.
will say the Zarya pick, I wouldn't be surprised to see it. I feel like she's somewhat popular on the ranked ladder right now because she does provide a pretty decent counter to that Orisa. But when you bring in the added team play you get in some of these competitive environments, it can be really tough to play Zarya. Zarya, I feel like, has a very, very high skill cap. You have to be an experienced Zarya player to, I think, be able to beat a good Orisa. And I'm assuming both of these teams have tank players who are going to be good Orisas.
Correct, and everything you said about Zarya is correct. You play Zarya correctly, and it's a huge benefit for the team. But if you don't know how to manage your bubbles, you don't know how to position yourself as Zarya when you don't have bubbles. When you do have bubbles, who do you bubble exactly at that moment in time? Do you bubble yourself? Do you bubble someone else? All of those variables that come into play when you play as Zarya is what truly separates in a bad Zarya from an okay Zarya to a good Zarya. It's just the bubble usage. So everything you said, spot on, obviously. And we also can talk about, as I said, Roadhog, who's in an quite frankly in an abysmal state at the moment in time. I'm sure you would agree with me on that. I haven't seen much players play Roadhog at all. Like once in the blue moon, maybe.
I am not going to complain about Roadhog being in an
Me
abysmal
either.
state because if
Me
there's any
either.
hero that deserves it, it is Roadhog and all those Roadhog players. If I have to load into Ilios well one more time and just get pulled into that hole, like I'm, some bot walking around and I'm just
Right.
getting dragged into the hole, I can't handle it. I like that he
Right.
doesn't have the one shot ability anymore. Moving over to the DPS lines, though, one character that I expect to see that I didn't hear you mention is Torbjorn, actually. Torb
Mm-hmm.
is so good. You're talking about a poke meta. Torb has that. His left click on his main weapon is such a strong weapon at that mid range.
Yes.
You can hit those headshots, especially playing against Orisa, who does not have a shield to counter you. And you kind of hit the go button where he powers up. You can just tank, or you can chunk through those tanks very easily. It works very well against Zarya. You run into maybe a little more trouble with Rhine, but not really because Torbjorn also has that really powerful shotgun. And the turret makes it incredibly easy to win the 1v1s on the high ground against the enemy DPS, whether that's a Soldier 76 or a Genji, whoever's jumping you on that high ground, you've got your turret up there with you. You win that 1v1 every time.
Yeah, and again, spot on. I love Torbjorn. I love the Hammer Man. He's very slept on right now in this current state of the game. For everything that you just laid out for me, the armor piercing, again slept on. Reliable damage, the turret, the ultimate, one of my favorites in the game. And yeah, and if I had to pair Torbjorn against Soldier 76 right now, honestly, probably for funds, probably for the memes. I'll take the Torbjorn. But looking at other DPSs that really don't see all that often for one reason or another is Echo or maybe even Widowmaker. I know Widowmaker hasn't been seeing much play as of now for it because of the nerfs that she has gotten. Basically, have to just sniff them to be able to get a pick. But if you play with her correctly, you have not have to, but if you play with her correctly, you're able to really shift the change of momentum for your team moving on into this game. And we will be talking more about the changes of the state of Overwatch right after this quick break. We have just gotten word that Colorado School of Mines just used their 15 minutes technical pause. So we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Welcome back, everybody, to the NACE Starleague opener between Keanu Esports and CSM Esports. Unfortunately for us and for our audience out there and for the players on Keanu, CSM did indeed have to forfeit the match due to technical difficulties on their end. It's unfortunate. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, Glitch.
Uh, yeah, and it's unfortunate. Very, I want to say a slow start to the season, right here. But Keanu on the bright side, I'm a man who likes to look on the bright side. Keanu has a starting win for the whole entire season, ladies and gentlemen. So it's only up from here. Right here and now. Sorry to the Colorado School of Mines for not being able to fix the internet issue, but we'll probably see them again sooner rather than later in this league here, Chunk.
Absolutely. And I feel like that even though they won today, Keanu can go into their next match knowing that no matter what, they're going to play better than they played today next time.
Correct. Very, very fair point. We're sorry to just go ahead and just take it to the ending right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been GlitchJH, and this has been Chunk, and we'll see you guys for the next show. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.